Hello, my name is Joseph Carlson, and this is a Tabletop Experiment, episode 39, Dragonlance Part 30. Wow, 30 episodes of Dragonlance. Yeah, so no real big announcements, but do you guys remember? I'll do a really quick recap. If I forget anything, let me know. Yeah, I mean, we kind of did this a couple sessions ago because we were doing the background thing, but basically you guys have one more day of R&R. Everybody met in the library. Fade got a painting of a rabbit with the name Morgan signed under it. Swami, with the messenger of said painting, was named Jack. He might be in the marketplace, but he dropped it off to Tatina. Swami got his cool stone of flare sending. I haven't come up with an official magic name for it, but you can send up like a flare that's like a hummingbird that travels several miles. I don't know if did you write down how many miles? Because I remember I said it on the stream and I actually didn't write it down, so maybe I'll have to go back and look at how far it was that you could send it. I think it was 5 miles. Seems to stick in my brain.
50 miles.
Yeah, whatever you tell me, I'll say. If you said 50 miles, I'll be like, that's pretty good. It sounds great. He also, you were trying to learn some other magical secrets. I think teleportation was your thing you were trying to learn about, if I remember right. And then, Uriel found out that he could get some magical armor made if only he could find some ichor out of a basilisk egg, and the basilisks are up north in the northern wastes, and that made him incredibly depressed because when are you ever going to get up to the northern waste? That's crazy. Yeah, and I think Martok isn't here, but he got armor. He got his official armor for the Knights of Solamnia, so that's cool. He's armored up now, and Yuri also tried to get that axe inspected by the armor smith, and the guy was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. That's a nice axe you have there. Also, O'Grady got some croissants again like he normally does and bought 10 of them and chatted up the shop. And I think that leads us to now. So everybody wanted to go back to the library. You guys are all you guys come into the Balthazar, the king, or he's like the leader of Calamane. He is Balthazar. His name's we'll call him Balthazar. I forget. It's Belaris is his name. He is here. If you guys don't have to log into Tailspire if you don't want. You can just watch the stream. I mean, it's more of an R&R episode. But he is here. Trinity is here again, and Aldrich is right here, and Adric, he's been reading the whole time you have been gone. He met with Tatina, but he also came back to the library. There's way more books here, so you guys kind of all find yourself in the library once again, and that's kind of like where we're going to pick it up. So you guys are kind of in the library. I put your minis kind of everywhere, but if you want to be somewhere different or look at something, just let me know. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to start doing this more and more just so everybody doesn't talk over everybody and want to do everything at once. Everybody give me an initiative roll. And I actually have D&D Beyond up, or I will in a split second. And I will do it that way. We'll do everything in order.
12.
O'Grady, you said a 20?
Yep.
What'd you get, Swami?
3.
That's with your bonus?
Oh, I didn't know I had a bonus.
Well, it should add it in if you roll for initiative.
Oh, yeah. I had a natural 1.
Oh, there's your bonus. Yep.
3.
Oh. What? So
nice, 18 plus
14.
Oh, you got a 14?
Yeah.
That's all right. Give me an investigation check. You gonna use real dice or?
9.
You
nothing.
do. Sorry, what?
I was gonna say nothing really pops up.
you're just kind of. It's like when you go to the library and you don't know, what you're doing. Well, that was weird. Is that you, O'Grady? Kind of weird.
I don't know.
Weird interference.
That's the feds.
Oh, there you go. Whatever you turned off, whatever you
I
clicked.
was about to start being.
Yeah, I know. Did you guys hear it too? I was like, what is that? It sounds like something's crinkling a piece of paper, but it's got a beat in front of the mic. even with the 9, Uriel, you do find some information on King Sarlemir. You know, the guy you fought in the tombs. It's like a record of him, but it's very poetic. It was written by the bottom. It's literally like a 100-page poem that I don't know if you want to read it with the 9 if it really interests you, but as you're kind of leafing through the book, the guy's name is Plius, and it says in parentheses a bard, and he wrote this like 100-page basically poem to the king and how great the king was. And what's interesting is you do get to the section as you're leafing through, you know, that the king smote a dragon on a flying city, and like, lo, it was good and great. And it's basically, you know, somebody was a fan, or they got paid, right? Like, write me a poem. Oh, if the money's good, I'll say whatever you want. Sure. Swami, what are you looking for with your 3?
All right, so now I got my little stone, right?
Yep. We'll say 5 miles.
Situated.
I'll say it right now. Your stone does 5 miles.
Okay.
I'm going to make a command decision. What are you looking for? One thing I forgot to mention, if you remember the last couple sessions, like 2 sessions ago, you found a map of the northern wastes, which is the north of where you guys are, but you have to take a boat to get there. And there was things X'd on the map, like points of interest with names.
Can I go around asking the people in here if they know anything of that land?
Yeah, Trinity, I'll do this thing up on that stream. Trinity is here, right here, you know, kind of looking over some scrolls, and Baccharis, Lord Baccharis of Calamine, you know, he runs Calamine. He's here as well. And Adric, you know, is like a school kid over here. You know, I can't really affect the mini, but he's on the ground, and he's cross-legged, and he's got like stereotypical study thing where he's got books all around him, like, you know, opening a book, pulling a book, right? And he's taking notes on like a piece of parchment or whatever.
I wanna call all 3 of them to huddle up with me so I can show them this map.
Okay.
And see if they can tell me anything about this land.
Okay. I'm just gonna move your mini. Since are you just watching the stream? Like I said, you don't have to watch.
Yeah, I'm just watching the stream.
So I'm gonna move your mini. I'm not.
Boom. Mm-hmm.
So you're like, what do you say to them? Because they're looking at stuff too.
I basically say, like, I found this map of this land I know little about, and I wanted to ask to see if you guys could fill in the blanks as to what has happened in this land, secrets of this land. What do these X's mean on this land?
Well, they're like, oh, you see the king, especially Baccharis. He's like, oh, I haven't really heard. He said, I don't know much about the Northern Wastes, but he looks at Trinity. He's like, don't you have men up there? And Trinity's like, we did. You guys saw Darrett earlier, High Water. He's in the middle of something. He's going to send men up there because we believe the Dragon Army is moving up there. You guys mentioned when you debriefed us that, and this is Trinity talking. He's like, you mentioned when you debriefed us that Lord Salamir mentioned it, that Soth was interested in that place. And based on the miss, and like as you're talking, Adric comes over with a book, you know, and he's got a book in his hands. He's like, he's like, sorry, sir, can I interrupt really quickly? Yeah, there's a lot of legends about the wastes and, you know, the city of lost names. Sarlemir mentioned that when we fought him, that it was important. And, you know, if he thinks it's important, Soth, then I wouldn't mind going up there. And Trinity's like, well, that does make sense. Darrett believes it's important too. He's trying to get the resources together to do that. As for these points of interest, I can't really say for sure. I just know the one. called Wrecker's Edge, which what I'm gonna, I think in the chat, in the Discord chat, I think in the general chat, I sent you guys a picture of. I'll do that right now. I'll send you guys a picture of. Let me do this right. Like I said, I'll get it right.
Did you hear the time?
You sound better. It still sounds like you're kind of. Oh, hang on. That's the wrong chapter. Let me find. I think there's one big map right at the beginning. I'm trying to. They have two versions of it, of the map. Oh, here we go. Map 5-1. Okay. Here we go. I'll put it in the general Discord chat. Oh, dang it. It's not letting me do it. It's too big. Let me see if I can find a smaller version of it. Let's go here. See if they do it now. Right. Oh, you know what it is. Oh, here we go.
Don't let technology beat you up, Joe.
No, I was trying to do it.
It's over there bullying you.
Yeah,
I see your face. It's over there bullying you.
Let me. Oh, there we go.
If you have to, bust out the yo mama jokes.
Yeah, there I sent.
Only if-
There you go. In the general chat, I just sent the thing for whatever. If you look, hang on, I'll do this again.
My audio any better?
Yeah, a little bit.
Or better?
Yeah, a little bit better. Oh, I got like every fifth word.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to start taking this out.
All right.
Alright, how's that?
That's better.
Much better?
Yeah, much better. Yeah, so if you look at that map, there's like Wrecker's Edge. There's like these points of interest on the map. Trinity's like, all I know of is really Wrecker's Edge. That's a spot where we land ships the few times we've gone there to do scouting missions. And there's an old capsized vessel there. It's just a good landmark that tells us we're kind of in the right spot. But Darrett will probably be here soon. I told him to meet us here. Unless you guys want to meet later in the day, if you guys want to go around town, prepare. Because if Darrett may need your help. You know, he's got to coordinate about 100 troops going there. I'd imagine he'd want you to scout.
I actually want to know if they can mark the areas that their soldiers are stationed at.
Trinity's like, to my knowledge, you'd have to talk to Darrett, but we don't have any soldiers stationed there right now. We just have done scouting missions from time to time and kind of found those areas, and they've been named as such. So those are just points of interest that we've found through the years. But we don't have any soldiers stationed there at this point that I know of. And I'm pretty high up. I would know if we had a garrison of troops up there. It's pretty desolate. But you do have to worry about the wash. That's kind of a problem. The wash is Adric, you see Adric just put the book down. He's like, oh. And Trinity's like, yeah, the wash is pretty bad. Because of the 3 moons of Kryn, if you see those canyons that are running through the map, sometimes they flood depending on time of year and time of day. And you have to be careful when you're traveling so you don't get caught in the flash flooding. It makes traversal pretty dangerous. And you see Adric's like, he's like, I hate to be a stickler, but is Darrett running everything, sir? And Trinity goes, he is. I put him in charge of that. He said when he talked to you guys, he had to go do some research, and obviously you've done research, Adric. What have you found? And he's like, well, I mean, a lot, but a lot of it is myth and legend. I'm kind of glad that Swami found the map, though. I couldn't find that, so that's good. But you know, Sarlemir did mention the City of Lost Names, and it originated from the Northern Waste. And if Soth is going back there, I think that's important. I mean, maybe he thought Sarlemir raised this. You know, Sarlemir didn't raise the city, but you know, the King Priest did, and maybe Soth wants to use it as a weapon. He has the cataclysmic flame now. Maybe he thinks he can use it to control the city or raise it. But I mean, a flying citadel with a city on it is not a good thing. Trinity's like, no, it's not. And you see Bakaris is just there taking notes, and he's very quiet. He looks very introspective while they're talking. He's like, did you guys find anything out when you talked to Sarlemir in the tombs? He looks at you guys. He's like, did you find anything out?
Yeah, this quarterstaff that I've had is actually apparently the handle for the Dragonlance. I found out.
You see Trinity. He's like, oh, that is very important. How would you? Did you get the other part of the Dragonlance?
Oh,
While I'm reading,
Yeah.
I just hold it up
Are you like over here? Like,
and then put it.
are you like over here? Like, is your mini like over here just reading?
I'm just reading. I pick it up, wave it around, put it back in my bag.
I'll see if they notice you. Yeah, it's pretty high. You see Trinity. He looks over. He's like, "Oh my god!" Like he's like, "What?" I mean, I've, and you see him. He's like, "Can I at least just see it?" And he's looking at you, Uriel. He's like, "Can I see it at least?"
Pick it up, turn it around a couple of times, put it back.
You see him like tilt his head. He's like, "Oh, over here? Can I see it over here?"
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right.
I walk over.
Yeah, I'm gonna move your mini over. You just put it on the table.
No, silly. I'm
Just hold
holding
it.
on to it.
Yeah. You see him look at it, and he puts his hands like behind his back. He's very fresh. He's like, and if O'Grady has a handle and you have this, I mean, this would take a powerful something to reforge it. But we would need it. I mean, if and you
Would it be an artificer, or would it be a higher blacksmith?
You see Adric's like thumbing through a book he was holding over, and he's like, well, I mean, probably both those things. It's a very old magical item, and I mean, I don't know. I know they're very powerful and they're in legend. But another thing that bothered me is I read this, and he like puts down a the book and he flips through the pages, and he's like, see, the thing is, and then he turns a page, and you see this massive like sketch painting of let me see if I can I'll find it here. I didn't know if I was going to do this now, but I'll do it. It's a sketch of it looks like an undead knight riding a oh good, my internet crapped out for D&D Beyond. It is a sketch of an undead knight, a giant undead knight riding a dragon that looks like it's decaying, like black withered wings, and it's huge. And you see its eyes glowing purple, and the knight has like a mace in his hand, and the top of the mace is burning. And because you guys were in the tombs and everything, this is exactly the color of the flame and the item that Lord Soth was holding when he put the flames in this weird mace thing.
Can I do an investigation check and just check it out?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
Is that Death Knight the King?
Yeah, the 14.
Well, with the 14, that looks exactly like Lord Soth. You're like that. We just saw that guy. It wasn't the king. It was the person who took the flame and animated the king. Remember? And he walked out, and then you guys had to fight the king. And the king said,
"That's right.
The king says, I don't want to do this." But Adric's like, if he has this cataclysmic flame, and if he's able to animate these dragons, remember Sarlamir, and he kind of looks at you guys, and then he looks at Trinity and Bakaris. He's like, Salamir was fighting with the dragons, and if they died, if Lord Soth is able to animate undead dragon, that might be a problem too. So he may have a city that he could control and a bunch of undead dragons. I mean, that's going to be a problem. And you see him like grab the book and start leafing through it again. He goes, we need the Dragonlance. That's a step in the right direction, but we'd also, I don't know, we need to find out what they know. And I mean, are they looking for the same thing? I mean, they'd have to. I mean, the last location, he points at the map again. That like, Swami, did you lay the map on the table, or did you just? Are you holding it up? Oh, you're muted.
Oh, I was.
Yeah,
I was muted.
You're good now.
No, I was holding on to it.
He just points at your map and he's like, where is the dragon army there? Have they found the city? Where did it originate from? I mean, if I would imagine, I know it's the Dragon Queen, but she can sweeten the pot for a lot of people. Maybe she promised Soth could have the city. I don't know. But a flying citadel with a bunch of undead dragons, and if the dragon army controls it, that's all pretty bad. And he's like, yeah. And he goes back to reading. He's like, but I mean, there's only 4 or 5 of us, right? I mean, what are we going to do? And Trinity's like, well, after you guys did talk to Darrett, he seemed very interested in, he was doing the same thing as you guys do in reading a lot, and he's trying to get some men together. So I'll see if I can get him. And you see him, he's like, do what you wish, but I'll send word to you if I get a hold of him. But maybe we should debrief a little bit later. If you guys want to walk around town, that's fine. And he leaves, and Bakaris like goes over and like takes his notes, and he's like, "Gentlemen," and he grabs like a leaflet of papers, and he walks out. He was pretty much quiet through the whole time, just kind of like listening to you guys talk. And I'm just gonna kill him. They just went down room, but you guys are left there.
All right, so what are we gonna do with this information now, guys?
Martox is reading.
Okay. Right now, I'm going to go back to reading.
Okay. Do you want to do another investigation check to see?
Yeah, I'm going to see if we see anything else.
Are you looking for anything specific? Because now that you got all that information, I'll let you roll with advantage if you're trying to look for something based on, the info.
Stuff on the north and any kind of information that could be pertinent.
Okay, roll with advantage then.
So a 19.
Pretty good.
And 21.
Yeah, it's pretty good. A 21, you find... give me an Arcana check with advantage as well, since you got that investigation check. O'Grady, what are you ask everybody, like, hey, what are we going to do with all this now?
Yeah, that's pretty much what's the plan now?
19.
Yeah. What do you guys want to do? I mean, it's really up to you guys. What you want to do with the info?
A 19.
These ruins that you see in a book, you see this. In the book, you find a sketch of like an archway with ruins on it. That even, I mean, you're not that low level. You're kind of studied a little bit of magic. This looks like a teleportation gate. And it shows that it's somewhere. It's got like a weird map of the wastes, but without really knowing the wastes and knowing where to go in the wastes. Even if you look at Swami's map with locations, It just shows this teleportation archway, like in the northern wastes.
I bring it up to everybody in the room. I'm like, hey, this is showing a teleportation archway up north somewhere. It could be important.
Should we head up that way?
Well, I mean, just to let you know, the waste, it'd be very difficult. You'd have to get a boat. You'd have to go to the docks. And remember, Trinity, you were gone, but Trinity did say that Darrett, the other soldier that you guys met in Vogler, he's trying to get troops to go up there. And
I was going to say, let's keep searching for information until Trinity lets us know about Darrett, and then we'll just probably go up with them. That way we can go on their dime.
Yeah, why spend the money, right? If they're going up there, it's like, you guys got an extra boat, right? Like, why am I?
Hey, we'll just ride with you guys.
You guys, you know what? I was going to go there too. I need some bread, and like, you're going to the store? Yeah. What do you, O'Grady, is there anything, I mean, based on that, is there anything else you want to look for?
I guess I don't know. We're in the library, correct?
Yep.
I guess I just look through my books. See if I can study up on dragon myths.
Is there any specific thing you're looking for while you're in the library, you know?
Really, just study up on them. I don't know.
Give me an investigation check. What about you, Swami?
I guess I'll just look around in the library. I'm particularly books on making potions, making healing potions.
Oh.
Investigation check?
Yep.
Or
yeah, investigation check with advantage since you're. What's better for you, investigation your bonus or Arcana your bonus? Which one's better?
Are you talking to me?
Sorry, no, that was Swami. 16's good. I'll say that.
Yeah, both of them are 16.
O'Grady, you're with an 11. You find out this weird passage about, it's a poem about the Feywild. And the only thing you really know about the Feywild is it's kind of a weird place with like like it is truly strange. It's like Alice in Wonderland kind of come to life, like strange humanoid rabbits talking and princes and but it's like this weird poem, and it was written by the same person that wrote the poem for the king. And it just goes on about the Feywild, which is, it's just a really weird poem. It doesn't fit in the section of poems you found, but it's this whole thing about how strange the Feywild is, but also how great it is at the same time. But it does talk about, it does mention Morgan by name in one line of the poem. Swami, you find some information on how to brew potions. Do you want to scribble it down or just take the book?
Okay. Oh, can I just take the book without paying?
It's a library, Swami. You usually don't pay for books in a library. You usually can take them. But it is the king's private library, remember? So
you only pay if you don't bring them back.
Yeah, if it's gone for like a year, he might notice. Like, hey, we do have magical protections on our book. I know you checked it out.
Yeah, I'll take the book.
Okay. I'll just write down that you have like a potion making
handbook.
Yeah. What else do you guys want to do? You guys done with the library, or?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with the library. I got something valuable out of it. A few things.
Uriel, with your thing of like the finding out about the waste, you did find out. There is one other place that you find out about in the waste. Let me make sure that I don't screw up the name of it, because there's a lot of places in the thing, and I don't want to screw up. Here we go. There is a place called. There is one place marked on the map. If you look at the map in the chat, north, like kind of the north of the map, like middle, you'll see a place where the canyon kind of comes out. It's called Sky Tiers. I don't know if you see it on the map. It's pretty much to the upper middle of the map, like right in the middle. It's called Sky Tiers.
It's right in the middle of all the
canyons, basically.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, it's like the map is good, but like you can barely read the names on there.
Yeah,
so.
Because I think if you blow it up, the quality gets worse. Because I tried to do it from the book, and although they're good for this, if you try to blow them up, they get kind of blown out, you know?
Yeah.
But basically, it's in the north. It's a place called Sky Tiers, and you found, like, without rolling or anything, if you compare it to Swami's map, it matches that canyon structure, but it is written on the map, and there's an X, like right where Sky Tiers is, right there. I
tell Swami, yeah, that place on the map, Sky Tiers, that might be the area where that archway for teleportation is. It would just be good to know where the other side is.
Yeah, where it lets out.
Yeah,
you don't want to be. You're like, oh, we're
let you out in the middle of a lava canyon, or
yeah, we're in the 9th level of hell.
In the ocean.
Yeah, we're in the 9th level of hell. This sucks. That teleportation circle was useless. Yeah. Yeah. So, go ahead.
Are any of us carrying? Excuse me. Are any of us carrying rope?
Of course. I think everybody has rope because it's just kind of like a, thing that everybody has.
Okay.
I think it's like some of you, if you guys look through your equipment, most of your equipment will say 50 feet of rope.
50 feet of rope.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. We'll figure out what's on the other end of that thing then.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
When we find
Charlie Bronson always has rope.
Do you guys want to take off, or is there anything else before you leave the library?
No, I'm good with the library.
Okay.
What about you guys? You guys good?
I'm gonna look around a little bit more, and then I'll head out.
As you guys are kind of like packing up your books and everything, out of the wall. Whoops, I didn't reveal him. Out of the wall fades a man in like regal clothing, and he's gaunt just like this. I'll zoom in a little bit. He isn't a scary undead guy like this because he's the only mini I have. But basically, strangely enough, his clothes have like old Solamnic, like it's almost like dress clothes for like a soldier. And he phases through the wall, and he looks at all of you, and then he just bows to you guys, and he's like, "It's good to finally see you. Thank you so much." I'm sorry, what? He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you probably don't recognize me. I'm King Sarlamir. You, I guess you killed me again?" You see him kind of look up, and he does have this parchment book thing in his hand, and he's like, "But, oh, sorry, what?"
We gotta kill him again.
He's like, no, I don't. I just wanted to come say that I'm very thankful for all of you. I wasn't able to leave the tomb before, but when you killed my body, it released me from whatever curse was on the tomb. So I don't know if I can leave Calamin yet, but at least I can leave that god-awful tomb. Jandon says thank you too. You met her in the tombs, apparently.
Yes, faithful subject.
And I think one of you has my necklace. And he like looks around. And as he kind of looks around on Martok, who's, I guess, been reading this whole time because he's not here, you see the necklace, I'll say he's wearing it. It starts to glow. And he's like, he goes, "I think you're going to like that necklace." And you see him close the book he's got in his hand, just like the snap of the book. And you guys, like next to him in the library, you see 5 spectral horses appear. And he's like, "These, actually, that was my these are my horses. That necklace binds the horses to whoever's wearing it. So I guess as a thank you for letting me escape the tombs, I'd say keep the necklace, and if you say my name, you'll be able to summon these horses for, he said, I think a day, but it's been a long time. They were living when I used them, so you'll have to mess around with it a bit. But if you guys are planning on going anywhere, it would probably help you guys travel a little bit faster and better.
Yeah, great. Those horses.
As he
And hold on. And can only the wearer of the necklace say the name and the horses come, or can anyone around the necklace?
he's like, it has to be the person wearing it. He's like, what's your name?
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't. You were hitting me with magic. What's your name?
Which one?
Yeah, because Swami was talking to him. He's like, what's your name?
Me? My name's Swami.
Oh,
All magical Swami.
he's like, well, you were pretty good in the cavern, but yeah, it's whoever's wearing my necklace can summon them. Again, you'll have to experiment with them. I'm not really familiar with how it works. I'm glad they're here though. And he pets one of them. He's like, this is Xerxes. He's my horse. He's a good horse. But he said there's 5 other ones here. He goes, they all served us well. One of these is Jandon's horse. Its name is crap. I have all the names here. Its name is Steelwind. But they should all carry you like normal horses. And in fact, I don't think it would look strange. Anyway, thank you for saving me from the tombs and letting me escape. Hopefully this is enough. Also, if I heard anything, I heard Trinity is a pretty good soldier. So Darrett seems to be good as well. So if they're planning something, I would kind of listen to what they say. But I want to thank you guys. If you're leaving, I hope your journey is swift and good luck on the waste.
I have a question for you.
I mean, if I could answer it, of course. What's your name? Sorry, you were also shooting.
I'm Uriel.
Oh, you did a good job in blowing apart my body. He's like, I don't really miss it that much. It was decaying. Anyway, what's your question?
The Dragonlance.
Oh, yes. Yeah. That was my great shame. I'm glad Trinity and Baracus aren't here, but what do you need to know?
How are we to reassemble it to be able to fight the dragons?
He's like, well, it would take probably a lot of magic, older magic than I know, but there is an old place, a temple in the northern wastes. I could mark it on your map if you want.
Please do.
This feels like a video game, and they're like, well, I'll mark it on your map. Whenever like a video game says that, and you're like, oh, they didn't. I heard a developer.
And then you open your map and you can't even find it.
Yeah, well,
I know, right?
I heard a developer say that one time at a panel, and they said the reason why they're not specific is the game isn't done and they don't know where to put things. So the most basic thing you could say an NPC would say was, I'll mark it on your map. And then the developers decide, okay, we're going to put this up here. So mark it on his map up here. And that comes much later. But when you're doing dialogue, it's like very general of, I'll put it on your map. I'll go back to the map really quick here. I got him. He goes to, right where there's a river that comes in, called the deep draught. When that comes in, there's like a meeting of canyons right to the west of it, where all these canyons come together. He marks that on your map, and he's like,
So like northwest of the
yeah. So if you look where Wrecker's Edge is, to the northwest, there's the deep draught, and you see this river that flows. Right to the west of that, to the D in Deep Draught, there's like where all the canyons meet. And he said there's a temple here called the Blue Phoenix Shrine. And he goes, it's an old, ancient, elvish shrine. He goes, that has the mechanism to reforge it. You'd probably just have to find someone to be able to do that. It'd have to be a powerful mage, or at least an artificer to do that. So he goes, at least I could show you where it is. The artificer part, all the ones I know are dead. And he goes, I can't. He goes, I apologize.
We know some mages.
Oh.
I myself.
Oh, do you know how to create magical weapons or reforge magical weapons?
No. I said we know some.
He's like, he's like, well, I mean, if you, he sees you're wearing the robes. He's like, well, I mean, if you pass your test of high sorcery, I mean, if you could probably speak to some of your colleagues, they would probably know. There was an old mage I knew years ago that was really good at it. And he's like, the memory isn't what it used to be being a ghost. He says, how about this? He goes, it's going to sound strange, but if I find the name of this mage, I'll write it down on the map. I think that's one thing I could do. I'll write it on, he like looks at you, Swami. He's like, I'll write it on your map. Don't be scared. But it might come when it's just in your pocket.
It might what?
It would be magical writing that just happens to it, when you're off, you'd open the map and there'd be a name on there. You'd be like, oh, where did that come from?
Okay.
Yeah, magic.
Magic.
Yeah, like scribing magic. And then he looks at you, O'Grady. He's like, weren't you a ape or something?
Yeah. You're also taking my ass.
Well, you did throw some rocks at me. That was pretty good, I think. And then he looks at Adric, and he's like, and you see Adric's stops reading, and he's just staring at him, and he looks down at Adric. He's like, I guess I should say hi to you. You're a cleric, right? And you see Adric go, that I am. I hit you pretty hard. And he's like, yeah, I should have seen that coming. Anyway, it's very nice to meet all of you, and again, thank you so much for helping me. I hope the horses help again. I'm a little sketchy on how it would work if they're not living, but they are bound to that necklace, and you can use them as much as you need. And I'd imagine you being in the desert again, it would probably help out quite a bit. So
well, sorry we met under these circumstances, but thank you for your help. We appreciate it.
He's like, well, to be honest, I'm just happy that I'm able to leave the crypt. So, strangely enough, in death you reflect a bit, and I'm not as attached to my body as I once was. But now that I get to read, you see him kind of look, and he's like, but I can't pick up any of the books. Well, at least there's one problem solved. Have a good day, everybody. And you see him it's like in a video game where you see NPCs on a walking path. He just starts walking through down the aisles of the books,
Phases out.
Yeah, phases in and out, like a benevolent version of the original Ghostbusters, not that crazy thing in the library, just something that's kind of going through, looking at the books. All right. Sorry, what was that, O'Grady?
I said, oh, cool, now we got a haunted library.
I mean, let's be honest, there might be another haunted library. This is an old city. This might not be the only one that's around.
And we got
they're what?
Now we have ghost horses too.
Yeah, and
do we know if we can mount them?
Yeah, I'd imagine that would be the ultimate joke. I'm not that.
You go to get on, and you just kind of phase through it.
I'm not going to troll you guys that much. Where I'm like, you got horses? No, you don't. You're just like, son of a bitch. Why did he even show the horses up? There's no reason for that.
What was the point?
It was a point of that whole speech. If we can't even use the horses. All right, what do you guys want to do after the library? Is there any specific place you want to go? I tried to give you a map of the town. I mean, I have several maps set up if you want to go, again, back to the blacksmith or the courtyard. There's the market you could go to.
What time is it in the day?
After this debriefing, you guys kind of got there, I would say it's late afternoon, early evening. You guys got there, debrief, you talk for a bit. You've been reading and researching. You could go to an inn and, find a place.
Yeah, no, I want to go find something to eat.
Okay.
I want to go find something to eat.
Let's see. So do you just say it out loud to the group? We should find something to eat or whatever.
Yeah, I say I'm about to go get something to eat. You guys want to join me?
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
All right, let's
go find
I
a
am
Actually,
mutton.
going
But
to
not
go talk
croissant.
to some animals.
No
See if
croissants.
I
Big old muttons, though.
sort of loot.
You're gonna talk to animals and what, O'Grady?
See if I can find any loot.
What is this, Diablo? You're gonna go punch a bunch of squirrels and see if swords. Like, you know,
No, I can talk to them. I can talk to animals. Like, hey, know where any good stuff is?
Oh, there's kind of like there is animals. I'm trying to see. I would say the best place to find somewhere would eat would be the night markets. I mean, they have a bunch of vendors and stuff there, and it's cheap. It's like cheap food. So I will send you guys to the markets. Let's go there. Oh, I got music playing, but I turned it off. You guys are... Let's see if I favorited any. Nope. Oh, did a couple. Nope, never mind. All right, I'll put you guys here since we're... It takes you like... So Grady... I'll have to cut this out. I thought I might have put... I don't think we had as many people in the group when I did this, so I think... and then Hero Forge... And then link to the campaign. Martok is here. And then Uriel is here. So you guys kind of get to the markets, and it is a little bit busy. I mean, you guys are looking at the stream, so you can see this, but you know, you guys kind of get to the market, and it's pretty busy. I mean, I don't want to turn down the time at night because well, maybe I can a little bit, because it seems like I can never get the daylight. We'll go there. It's like afternoon, late evening. So yeah, it's kind of in swing. It seems a lot busier. I didn't want to busy up the map, but now you guys can go kind of like anywhere you want. You know, you can go through the markets and you see tons of food. There's like the I call it shao cow. It's just like small barbecue basically is happening. So people are barbecuing. You know, you see people dickering over tons of different stuff. You know, like whatever you can imagine is here. There's food, there's pastries. You can look around the map. I mean, there's some pastries here. You know, there's cheese. There's a big table of cheese, candles, ceramics. It's like there's even magical stuff here if you want it. You know, there's a magical vendor. You can do some rolls to dicker with them or see if they're worth anything. But you do see a lot of people like around.
Hold on, let me load up a map to see if I can look around myself.
Yeah, I got it on the... I mean, it's on the stream if you want to see the stream. But I don't know what you guys want to go for. You obviously want food. You kind of see...
Yeah.
They didn't really have a good... It's kind of when you guys come in here, like right around here, you do see somebody set up... I'll put it right here. They didn't really have a thing. I'm not going to do a fire, but I'll do... I'll do like a... Oh, that's the dude here next to like... oh, you know what? I might be able to put him over here. No, I'll just put him here. He's like right near the road, and he's got like a spit and everything near him. Right on the road, and he's got... Let's do here and say camping. And say... Yeah, we'll just do that. There you go. Okay. Oh, it does that with the minis. There we go. He's on the road and he's got like food. He's like, evening. Looks like I got some fellow travelers on the road. Are you guys looking for some food? And you see like, there's like hanging ducks and like he's got tons of stuff in his stall.
Looks like we came to the right spot.
He goes, the name is Jibby. That's right. And he's like, he's just cutting off hunks of meat off this spit that's like rotating. He's like, 1 copper apiece. It smells real good.
Let's see here. Do I have any copper?
I'm sure someone in the group could spy you. Somebody's got a copper in the group that could spy you.
No, I just got to break a silver.
Oh, okay. He's like, of course. And he does the old thing where he bites it and then he throws it in a thing and then is he gonna?
I was like, here's a silver. Well, how many copper is a silver?
10.
10?
1 silver is 10 copper.
Okay, so I say, give me 10 pieces.
Oh my God! You see him just he carves it off and he puts it on a smaller skewer, and he goes, "Do you want vegetables or all meat?" He's like,
all meat.
He's
all
he's doing like kabobs.
All meat. No homo, but all meat.
He's like, oh, I didn't. That's a weird.
He goes,
He's like, that's a weird.
I know you expect me to be a one of them vegetable eaters. I'm not.
How dare you disrespect
I
me?
like
and say,
the meats.
Uriel's like, how dare you disrespect me and say that I eat vegetables? Yeah, like that's vegetables are for those non-adventuring type people that He hands him out. He's like, welcome. Anything you like? He's like, I'll give you a little bit of a hint. You could probably talk people down a bit. Some of the stuff's a little bit overpriced, but not the food. And then he goes back to grilling. And as you guys are like kind of passing through, I'll move you guys as a group here. As you guys are kind of moving on, you see like another group of townsfolk kind of come through, and they're like buying stuff. And you see a bunch of people. It's like normal market noise, like people like dickering, and you see some people by the. There's this crystal area here that some people are by right here, and then is there anything you guys are specifically looking for? Oh, there's all your guys' minis, but these are all the old minis that you guys don't really use anymore. So I will kill every one of these old minis. Boom. There we go. Killed them. But you guys are here. Is there anything you're specifically looking for? Like I said, if you want, you could do like an investigation check. But if you specifically want to look for something, let me know. And it's all here.
Do any of us have magic sense?
If you want to do an Arcana check, that would be if you want potions or crystals or anything magical. Give me an Arcana check.
A magical.
I got an 18 on investigation.
Okay, yeah. Give me an. Sorry, Uriel. Are you looking for something magical or just to see what catches your eye?
See what catches my eye.
Okay, with an 18.
Anything that would actually be helpful to me.
You see some alchemist kits and some herbalism kits, and you actually see a healer's kit. At the one, I'll say right. That's some weird fish. I'll say right here at this one. Right at this. That's kind of what catches your eye. There's all these containers, and in said containers is some herbalism kits, alchemist kits, healer's kits. Looks like a first aid store almost. Swami, what'd you get on Arcana? Just give me an Arcana check. Are you looking for anything, O'Grady?
9. 9.
Is there anything you're specifically looking for? Or are you just
anything that has magic tied to it?
I'm not really for anything. I'm just hanging around.
Do you follow anybody in the party? You're kind of going off your own way, or?
Are we splitting up? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it's your choice.
We're all in the same area.
It's just like, it's one of those things where you get to a market, someone's like, ooh, and they go one way and you go the other. You could be like, oh, I'm going to go with you or whatever. Or you could.
Or you see something that catches your eye and you.
Yeah, are you looking for anything that catches your eye?
No, not really.
Just give me an investigation check then. Yeah, Swami with the. I'll do you for sure, y'all. Swami got a 9.
5.
Well, let him go ahead and go.
Oh, Swami?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoops. Sorry, I just wanted to write that down. Swami, you, even with the 9, I'm going to move your mini over here. You're kind of like walking through, and you stop right here at the crystal thing. And you do see you see this old. No, that actually works out. You see this old woman, like behind, and she does look like this, like school marmy look, you know. And you see these crystals here, and you see these old bones. I mean, it's kind of Victorian and spooky. And she looks very pale, and she's dressed exactly like this. You would imagine a pilgrim, you know, very high collar. And you kind of walk up, but the crystals are glowing. And even with the 9, you're like, ooh. And she sees you, you're looking at it, she's like, may I help you?
It's an interesting trinket right there.
Which one are you referring to? And you see her is not blinking, and she's not breaking eye contact with you. She's just dead ass staring at you like, which one of these things interests you?
I pick it up and I show her.
Which one? What are you looking at the table there? There's like some bones and a crystal. What do you want to pick up?
That big crystal.
You know what? Give me a strength check. It is pretty heavy.
Oh Jesus!
It's like somebody had to mine it out of the whatever. So if you want to pick it up.
11.
No, you're like this thing right here.
You're like
talking to
no. Let me get this little one right here.
Yeah,
Oh God!
big right here. You know.
God.
She's like, oh, I see you like our crystals. She's like, what? She looks at you for a second. She's like, I don't normally see mages here. She's like, I see you're interested in the crystal. And she's just looking at you again. She's not breaking eye contact. Like, as you're trying to pick it up, she's like, do you even know what they're for?
I ask her, who really are you?
She's like, my name is Mother Matron. I run this booth. And she hasn't blinked.
Where are you from?
I'm from here in Calamane. This is where I call home.
Where were you born?
Here in Calamane.
Why don't you blink?
Sorry. You're like looking at the thing going, why isn't she blink? Like you look over and yell at the thing. She's not blinking, Swami, run. Like he just yells at him. She says, what did you say, Swami? Sorry, I got the joke distracted me. What was your last line of what do you say where were you from?
Where were you born?
She's like, I was born here in Calamane.
Is your house located close to here?
No, not close. On the outskirts of town.
Interesting.
It is.
Okay, so I walk away from her and I bring the guys. Back
you
over
gotta
there.
check this out, man. You
You gotta check this girl out. She don't blink.
You don't blink, man. Have you ever seen anybody that don't blink? Really?
She's a witch.
I mean, maybe. O'Grady, were you following anybody, or were you gonna go on your? What did you get for your investigate 5? I mean, are you looking for nothing really? You're just kind of looking around. You're just taking in the market, like much. Letting something hit you.
Yeah, pretty much. Just moving around.
Oh, I'll do this. Can he go? Do you want to go, Uriel, or can I do O'Grady first? Because he's kind of just wandering. I got an idea.
Go ahead.
You come over here, and there is this creature that you have never seen that looks like, I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but it looks like he has multiple eyes and like teeth. He looks like this monstrosity, but he's cooking. So he's got all these fires, and he's got these arms like you see in the thing, and they're moving. And you walk up, and people are just like, there's stools around here. I couldn't really muddy the thing, but there's another one of them right here. These creatures, and he sees you. He's like, blah, blah, and like spit is coming out of his mouth. He's like, blah, huh? And he holds up one hand, and he's like, blah, and he like is holding up food. And you're like, what? What languages do you speak, O'Grady? It's on your sheet.
I speak Common, Draconic, Druidic, and Elvish.
Strangely enough, you're getting a weird druidic vibe. Like you get every 5th word. Like this creature is just old. It looks alien, but it also looks very old. He's got like moss on him and everything. And you get to the fact that he's like, food? Like, that's all you got off him. He, like, all these other words just kind of melt away. You don't know what he's saying, but he's like, food?
Yeah, I'll take some food.
And you see him go, raw, and, like, he turns around, and you see his, and the other creature there, like, they say something really quick, and you don't catch it. But they start chopping stuff up, and they got, like, fires next to him, and they're throwing stuff on grills and everything. And then, like, you see him, without even moving, his tentacle hand, like, reaches out, like, pulls a stool, like, it almost seems to grow, kind of like Mr. Fantastic, you know, like, it stretches out, and he puts a stool down, and he's like, brr, bah, and you see just spit come out of his, like, massive maw. And basically all you got from him was like, go and sit down.
Well, then I'll sit.
You sit down, and he's like grilling stuff up, and you see kind of under your feet, you see a squirrel come up, and it's like eating the little nubs, you know? And you see another squirrel, and they're like eating stuff, and they're like looking at each other, and they're like this. You can speak to animals. I think you have to cast a spell or whatever, right?
So,
That freaking dog, man.
What, you got a new dog?
Hell no, bro. She just barking by the back door to find out she just pooped by the back door.
I did that! Like, yeah, I think to speak with animals, you have to cast a spell, I think.
I'm not worried about that. I'm just going to eat here, see what this is all about. It's not my interest.
You know what? Wait, you're level 6, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say that, like, passively, you know, it's a spell to, like, speak with them. But if you're palling around just eating food, you get, like, you know, you're high enough level that they'll just start kind of talking to you a bit. And the squirrels are like, you see them look at each other like, shit's crazy, man. Like, one of them, they're like eating the little bits of food that have fallen on the ground. They're like, hey, I haven't seen you a lot. You know, you're one of those furbog things, right?
Yeah.
Like, cool, brother, cool. And like one of them, you literally see that one of them lights a cigarette. So they're sitting there eating, and one of them lights a little cigarette, and he's like, I love this place, man. Nobody finishes their meal, and he's like, and you're like, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a squirrel smoke before. And he's like, and you see him flick the cigarette. He's like, we love this place, man. What's your name?
Brady.
That's a good name. I'm Phil, Steve. Anyway, you know, hope to see you around again. Enjoy the meal. We can't even say these people's names, but they make some great mush, man. I call it mush. That's rude. Anyway, it's really good food. Anyway, see you later. And they like dart off. You see them just dart off. You're like, first off, I don't think squirrels should smoke. And two, damn. Swami,
So those might be the coolest squirrels I've ever seen.
I thought squirrels were lame until I met these two squirrels. The creature gives you a plate of food. Actually, you get 4 temporary hit points for eating the meal. Uriel, you are at this like first aid shop. I'll move you down here. This is kind of like what caught your eye. Move you past the right here, and you're looking, and I'm gonna cut this down for a second.
Has she still not blinked?
Yeah, you're kind of looking over at Swami. You do see this. This guy comes through, and he's talking to that other guy, and he sees you at his stall, and he's like, "Well, hello there, sir." And he does. I mean, you don't want to stereotype people, but he does have kind of the
a blinking problem.
No, he blinks. He actually blinks. So does she have the problem, or he blinks too much? No, I'm kidding. He does have that like kind of druidic, like, you know, kind of moss covered clothing. He's got the staff, the big beard, it's braided. He's like, "How are you doing today, sir?"
I am super.
Yeah,
How
it's
are
first
you?
time coming to the night market.
It is. Just looking and seeing what all's around.
Oh,
See,
He said, I just want to say that I'm thankful you stopped at my shop. You may see the edges worn of the things, but everything's handmade. But I can assure you, it'll work just the same. I don't have a lot of hobbies except for this, you know?
Well, I noticed you got a couple of alchemy, and you have a brewer's kit.
You see him go, too high of course, and he reaches under, there's these little curtains, and he kind of reaches up underneath and pulls out brewer supplies. And he's like, yes, I've used them a couple times. Don't worry, I cleaned them out with some spring water, but made a pretty good batch myself, if I may say so. I tried to use some of the local mountain spring waters. So, if you know your way about brewer supplies, you know how important good supplies are. So those are some of the best. Homemade again.
Okay. And then what are these other kits? You said alchemy and...
Yes, I have some healer's kits, some bandages, healer's kits, some alchemy kits, and some herbalism kits if you're into making potions or anything like that. And he looks at you, he's like, and I'll say this, I don't know if I said this to you guys with the mages, Swami and Uriel, your guys' robes just don't get dirty. It's almost like they have like an auto...
Ooh, I like that.
It's almost like they have like an auto... like mending / cleaning spell on them. So
like you're covered in blood from all the destruction, but then it just goes whoop, whoop.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where you never notice it because it's like Back to the Future with the fan. Anyway, no, it's
like the magical table.
Right, yeah. It's the idea that you guys still take watch and you sleep. When you sleep, you wake up, everything's clean. You could get blood and viscera on you. They could get cut or ripped, but you wake up and they've been repaired. It's like you got them out of the...
Is it only on the clothes, though?
Yeah, like their face is all fucked up, And they're like, well, at least the clothes are clean. I can take these off and wash my face, Like,
it's inside my shirt.
Yeah, oh, God, my tunic. You got to, but the robes are clean, at least, So,
I was like, well, how much would you charge me for this brewer's kit and that herbalist kit?
He's like, And he looks at you, he's like, that's a good question. How much would you pay?
Well, I'm kind of... We've been struggling because with everything going on, we don't have a whole lot. But...
I'm surprised.
We've been working, but the working ain't been good. Everybody keeps dying.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this. Give me a persuasion check with advantage. I'll say.
Persuasion. Damn, that's like my worst shit.
You get a
+1.
Okay. Well, you get advantage. Are you going for the healer's kit or the herbalism kit?
No, I said both of them.
Okay.
A 2-for-1 deal. I think that was a 17.
He goes, I could sell you both a healer's kit and an herbalism kit for 5 gold for both of them.
No, the brewer's kit and the...
Oh, the brewer's supplies? He's like, I can give you the brewer's supplies for 15 gold. And if you want the herbalism kit and the healer's kit is 5, and then the brewer's supplies is 15. So altogether 20. How about that?
Wait a minute. You're throwing me off. I said the brewer's kit and the herbalist kit.
Oh, you want the herbalism kit?
Yeah. Because Swami was wanting to make potions.
Okay.
Yep.
So he said, oh, yeah, all together, 18
My dog.
Let me see. I still kind of... It's pretty heavy.
I did cut some off that because you did roll well. So are you going to try to renegotiate? Is that what this is? You're not happy with the negotiation?
Let me hold on 1 second. What? Oh, excuse me.
I get gassy when I try to.
It's the vapors. Where's my notes?
Swami, are you walking over to Uriel? You see him like
Yep.
this guy? All right, I'll move you over.
Walk over there.
Whoops. Keep trying to do it on the stream. All right. You see Uriel slowly reaching in his pocket, and give me an insight check, Swami.
Oh, Jesus. 7.
You kind of know what he's doing. It looks like he's slow rolling this guy for money. You know, they're kind of talking. It looks like he's reaching for some money in his pouch. Slowly.
I walk up and like, hey, what you doing?
I was like, we're talking. I said, I'm looking at getting this brewer's kit and this herbalist kit.
How much you want?
18.
He wants 18?
Yeah, he wants 18. And I'm not saying it's not it's a good price.
Give him 13. Give him 13 and see where he goes after
You
that.
guys look, and he's got his arms crossed, and he has like the biggest grin on his face. Like he's like, 13? What about 15?
Yeah, 13. 13!
What about
You
15?
I got 15. I'll do 15.
Sold.
All right, he hands you this stuff. You got brewer's supplies, and you got the kit.
Hey,
I got you. I got you.
I got a what am I looking at? Where'd it go? Because I was looking at stuff that I picked up and I've got a pile of leaves.
Oh.
Pile of leaves?
Yeah.
What you picking up leaves for?
You notice it's a pile of leaves when you go to like extract a leaf off it. It looks like they're bound together. Like you can't pull them apart.
I'm like,
kind of like a tumbleweed?
Yeah.
I'm like, do you know what kind of leaves these are?
So I mean, you could do an Arcana check if you want.
What have you tried to do with these leaves?
Nothing. But now that we've got an herbalist kit and
You haven't burned any of them?
no, I haven't burned them. I haven't messed with them. They've been in my bag with all this other stuff that I have, like the
Wait,
bundle.
you haven't
of
tried
mat,
making a tea out of it?
a vial of featherfall.
Dumping the whole pile into a pot. I need a cauldron, everybody. I gotta try to make.
Hey, this could be.
Can I have one? Can I have one?
This could be infinite tea leaves.
Can I have one? Can I? Oh no, he can't take one leaf because
No,
it's
you
all
can't.
stuck
Like they're
together.
bound together. You hear from behind you here.
Can I do a check to see if there's like magic on
Yeah,
it?
you could do like an Arcana check to see.
I have a 4-inch piece of adamant too.
12. Damn it. I need big numbers. Come on, where y'all at?
You notice that like with a 12, you're like, I mean, listen, we came up together, but like something's weird happening if you can't take one of these leaves off. We gotta something's going on.
Wait. Hold on. The leaves are stuck together?
Yeah, like you can't pull one apart.
Yo, what are you doing with these leaves at night?
Well, you know.
What are you doing with these leaves? Why are these leaves stuck together, my
The
guy?
road is dangerous.
And they just been in your pocket this whole time?
They've been in my
O'Grady,
satchel.
O'Grady, can you give me
Bro,
listen.
This is suspicious. And we can't tell. We're mages and we can't tell.
O'Grady, give me an insight check.
I'm just saying, suspicious work out here. This man just might have brought the kids off to school and be like, what is this? Why is it so stiff?
O'Grady, even because everybody's even though people are wheeling and dealing in the market, you hear Uriel and Swami over like the din of the market. Like they're not being disrespectful. It's just their voices and they're slightly
A swap meet.
Yeah, you're at a swap meet. You can hear them like you're like, are they yelling at each other? You know, you like hear them, and you can look through the stalls. If you turn around while you're eating, you see them. You know, oh man, like 13. You see that whole thing take place, and now they're both staring at a pile of leaves that Uriel's holding out in front of him. Like, what is this thing?
They found out that it was me with the leaves.
I stole them from you and used them one night. Ah, ha, ha. Like, it was me. We call it a prank where I'm from. Deal with it.
What kind of
Um,
place does
as-
pranks
You know, I
like
did-
that?
As
I
you
didn't
guys-
know they had 2 different brewers kits on here.
there
brewer
might be-
supplies.
There might be old and new rules. Because there's new 2024 rules that they've thrown in the mix. As you guys are like arguing about the leaves, you hear Matron Mary. You know, she's like, pile of leaves, very interesting. And she slow turns to look at you guys because she was like moving crystals on her table.
Like, hello, ma'am. How are you?
Swami, do you give them a look or anything? Like, oh, Grady, do you want to come over to them? You're kind of done eating. You hear, like I said, you hear them yelling. Are you going to get another thing of food, or are you going to...
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one more thing of food, and then I'm gonna come over.
The guy, like, where the creature taps his tentacle on the table, and you just see a bowl with, like, coins in it, and they're all silver.
I asked him how much.
He's like, blah! And you just hear, like, you interpret it in Druidic as 5.
Five
silver.
what?
Because you got
5
2...
gold.
Silver. Like I said, the bowl just has silver in it. So...
All right, well, I'll just give it a gold.
Oh, like as you're leaving, he like seems excited. You know, you hear him like kind of do this weird grunt. Do you come over to meet? Do you come over to talk to them or whatever?
Yeah. Come over my bar with it, guys.
Yeah, you're like, what the heck's going on?
Try this stuff. It's pretty good.
Yeah, you have like the kabobs in your hands. You know, where you're like, oh, you know, like eating.
What's up with this girl's eyes?
Yeah, you walk right by her and you see that Matron Mary. She doesn't even bat an eye. She's like, just looks at you as you walk by and doesn't even blink.
So I guess I walk over to this lady who doesn't blink.
Want me to say anything before he goes over there? Like, watch it, man.
I point out, listen, I make a bet. I'm like, hey, wait, does he know that she don't blink?
No, that was kind of a joke. He didn't see any of that.
Okay, all right. Okay, so a little friendly little prank.
As he's walking over.
And I stop him like, hey, I bet you 1 gold this lady does not blink once. You got it. Hey, you don't know, so are you gonna take the bet?
Yeah, I'll take a bet. Like, no way. Somebody think got to blink.
All right, yeah, it's like this lady does not blink at all. All right,
A real live woman has to blink. Like,
Yeah, man. No,
all right, let's go do this.
okay, you guys all go over there. You guys all shake on it and move over there. You see her, like, she's kind of looking at you when you come up. I know we don't have much time. But she's like, that is a very interesting pile of leaves you have.
Do you know anything about them?
I could. For a price.
What's that price?
5 gold.
5 gold seems a lot to find out about some leaves. I could just put them back in my bag. Or are they special leaves that could be...
I mean...
Now I'm staring at her, though, because...
Oh, yeah, and checking to see if she blinks.
I'm looking at her, like, square between the eyes the whole time.
She has not blinked. And you see her just look at you like she's asleep with her eyes open, but she has not blinked. She's like, would you like to know about your leaves?
Give her the 5 gold, my guy. You gotta know.
Oh,
You almost spent 20 gold here anyways. You feel me? But we talked homeboy over there down to 15.
Swami's just like,
How about 3 gold?
It's like, you know what
Now here's the 5.
How about 3 gold?
I do not negotiate like my peers. 5 gold. And again, she is not blinking. It's kind of unnerving because you're staring right at her. You're like, I can't look at her too long. Like, you're kind of like, you know,
Yeah, he about to be out 6 gold.
I'm like,
She
I'll give
bewitches
you
him.
I'll give you the 5 gold, but you have to smile and blink to let me know you're okay.
Oh Jesus, cheater!
5 gold. You see her put her hand out.
I hand her the 5 gold.
Right when the last gold piece hits her hand, she blinks. And you see the smile go across her face. And then you hold your leaves out and you see her close her eyes and put the gold down on the table and like cast something. It takes about 10 minutes. You see the pile of leaves glow and then fade away. She's like, these are ancient elven shrouds. And she looks at you and says, your people would wear them to hide in the woods. It's magical. Very difficult to see you if you wear them.
We would wear them to hide in the woods.
She's like, here. And she touches it and like it almost, you feel like a gust of wind go through it and you see it stand up like a poncho. And then it folds back down.
Oh.
All she did was touch
I
it.
know what this is.
She said,
That's the fucking cloak of invisibility, player.
This is our hide in the woods shit.
yeah, that's what
I've seen those when I was a kid. I forgot about those.
She's like, your people were very proud of making them. They're very rare. Anything else? And after, she only blinked once. Like, literally. And then that's it. She doesn't blink anymore. And the smile fades after you're like, I want you to smile. And she says, anything else? I have a deal on crystals today. And she doesn't break eye contact, but she does the thing where she's like motioning to the side. She's like, 5 gold for any crystal.
Like, is there a certain crystal that you could recommend?
The blue one there is a reserve of spell slots. Very expensive.
Which blue one? The big one or just one of the regular?
The big one is not for sale. She actually raises her voice. You're like,
I'm like, okay.
Okay. She's like, the smaller ones in the tail store spell slots in them.
Oh, and how much would one of those?
It's 50 gold for a 2nd level spell slot, 100 gold for a 3rd level spell slot, and 200 gold for a 3rd level spell slot. These prices are non-negotiable.
For us, bro, that could be like.
You might as well just do it, player.
You
She does not seem like she playing.
Oh, I'm not playing either. When she started talking about you get an extra spell slot.
Well, what it does is it would restore a spell slot. So if you burn through all your 2nd level spell slots, you would break the crystal and you would get a spell slot back. Like
I get that, but we've had a couple of times where
like emergency,
we burned through everything, and I'm like, shit. If I only had a spell,
if I only had one spell slot, I could make this worth it. Yeah.
Okay, you said 100 for level 2 and 200 for level 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because just imagine a 3rd level spell that can do all the damage.
Oh, Grady, are you just watching all this?
Yeah, pretty much.
She's really weird. Even you're like, I lived in the woods for a long time by myself, and this is freaking me out. Like, I was never this weird.
Yeah, you guys know the squirrel smoke cigarettes here?
What?
What?
Like, I'm sitting here looking at it, and I'm like, what?
Squirrels smoke cigarettes
The
here?
squirrels, I saw one of the squirrels smoke a cigarette.
I mean, did they roll their own cigarettes, or?
I have no idea. I didn't ask. I was so baffled.
And they ran away, and they didn't even offer me a puff. That's fucking. I
know.
Yeah, so it's 100 gold for a 2nd level spell slot, 200 gold for a 3rd level spell slot. Yeah, I probably should have made that easier. Like 300 for whatever. But anyway.
Nope. 200 is good.
Yeah, for a 3rd level.
Yeah. I said, well, you twisted my arm.
I did not touch you.
but you did touch me in all the right
Oh, God.
ways.
Oh,
You see her like there's like no reaction. You're like, that usually works. A joke is that's a joke. You know, like you're like very much like
Yeah.
I try to
She's still just looking at I'm like, that's a joke. Yeah, but something that I actually am very interested in.
which one are you looking at? Just so I know.
I'm really thinking about that third level one, but I might just get a second level one because I'm not trying to blow through all of my money.
Right.
Damn it. I'll take this. I'll do the third level.
It's 200 gold.
200
You see
gold.
her hand it to you, and as soon as you give her the gold, she hands it to you. You grab it, and when your hand touches it, it gets warm for a second, like it's been in an oven, and then that fades away, and you put it in your pouch.
Okay. So,
Anything else?
anything else?
what are you doing after work?
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
Alone
Okay.
by yourself?
Let me get out of here. This
Yes.
lady kills
I
my
kind
dog.
of raised
You
my
see her
eyebrows.
like
and
as soon as you like do the eye thing, she just turns around and like starts organizing her whatever. It's almost 7:00, so that's where we'll leave it for tonight. We'll pick up next week, which will be next Thursday. We'll pick up next Thursday. You guys are like in the market. Let me know if there's anything specifically, since I was very general about this market. Maybe you're thinking about it tonight or whatever, and you say, "Oh, I really want like a leather satchel or something." I know you guys got some tools and stuff, but let me know.